Been a hell of a time living through that new abnormal. Never thought that brave new world would be so formal. Social conditioning, media feeding you death that projects fear. Sorry if you made plans at all, maybe next year. Been a hell of a time living through that new abnormal. Never thought that brave new world would become so formal. Social conditioning, media feeding you death that projects fear. Sorry if you made plans at all, maybe next year. Things will get better, eventually probably. Possibly got a shot, maybe not, honestly. I don't know, bro, everything is a shit show. A bit slow, dim folks just follow the big flow. Got a funeral, got a wedding, cops got deployed. Unless you protest and leave your city destroyed. Gold casket, 3 funerals if your name is George Floyd. Yes, the hypocrisy obviously is what's got me annoyed. My homie got to run around while his grandmother died. Riot victims' families got the same when dozens of others died. Horse Lorenzo Anderson got it too when his son died. Yet some call it equality or black pride. That lie can rot in hell with all the phantoms they fight. Like Don Quixote, but even more quite ironic and trite. With most protesters self-loathing and white. Fuck the cops, but more so, fuck those who make them right. Been a hell of a time living through that new abnormal. Never thought that brave new world would be so formal. Social conditioning, media feeding you death that projects fear. Sorry if you made plans at all, maybe next year. Been a hell of a time living through new abnormal. Never thought brave new world would become so formal. Social conditioning, media feeding you death that projects fear. Sorry if you made plans at all, maybe next year. We should ban death, that way it won't happen. Just to clarify, it's 2020, I'm being sarcastic. Last ditch effort at comedy, following year of insanity. Fake peace in the Middle East, election result tampering. Some dumb kid that's been deployed in Iraq is occupying the same nation as his goddamn dad, claiming he's gotta stay or the enemy will come back. There's always another enemy to justify this crap. In fact, it will never end till you stop being a puppet. Face your real enemy, stop being a fucking dumb shit. No government is the public, they are always the leeches. Robbing Peter to pay Paul with a top degree in deceiving, meaning your flag means nothing, so why die for it? How about you fight for independence rather than abortions? Millions will scream election fraud and then do nothing, or follow the same rules of the rut that they're stuck in. Fuck them, fuck them. They follow the same rules of the rut that they're stuck in. Fuck them, fuck them. They scream election fraud and yet they still do nothing. Fuck them, fuck them. These dumb motherfuckers don't deserve a republic. Fuck them, fuck them. Because they won't even stand up to do something. It's always been you and I. We got this world to ourselves. May as well get comfortable. We ain't going nowhere else. Tell me what drives you. Why are you still trying? Why are we like this? So insecure and divided. I can remember the last time I heard a civil debate. People say they hate, and yet it's all they create. Waiting on a change will have you waiting forever. And whether you like it or not, we're all in this together. Not in some pandemic, but in the cycle called life, where no matter what your name is, you ain't leaving alive. Next time, will you remember me? Will I remember you? Or is the greatest gift of all finding each other anew? Through the ages, no one changes, locations change instead. Everyone says I am in the thoughts in their head. Perhaps I've been here before, perhaps you have too. Do you understand? Does it even matter if you do? I don't really know, but I know I'm not afraid. Not a judgment, not a death, for I am no one's slave. Neither are you. What is it that makes us different? Why in a world of billions are you the one who listens? Living for the moment, I've asked so many questions, but in silent self-reflection we can understand the lesson. A grievous sea for shallow thieves that never thought to question things, putting all their eggs into a basket they shall never see. Please breathe deep, don't get so red in your cheeks. I'm not your enemy, please think before you speak. We can be something more than most would even believe. If you really really want it, no one could ever stop you from being free. Visualize it, believe it, most of all believe in yourself. They want you feeling small when you are truly something else. Intelligence dictates action, wisdom begs cooperation. We are one, we are love, we are the change that we're making. Peace. I'm tired of dumb fucks, always caught up in their politics, ending up with nothing but a handful of promises. A lot of wind when they won't hesitate to bomb a kid. Trump is every bit as fake as a snake Obama is. It's obvious your tolerance has got you in a lot of shit. Trump is warp speeding, media hiding, Biden find those kids. It ain't a China virus, you just bought that fucking narrative. Christians share the mark of the beast as some sort of imperative. Too scared to switch the TV off to ever heal your mind. Imagine a virus so fucking deadly that you feel just fine. Every time I see the fear porn that they call the news, they talking constant death so they could color your view. Who is dumb enough to think the system wants to save you when they openly brag about how they control and enslave you? How is government forcing the way inside you not a form of rape? Why is suddenly okay when at the hands of the state? More busybodies oddly think we won't remember names and that they'll be forever safe in their fake end of days. See, I say we need not play by the rules that they make. They will only stop when we finally make them pay. As long as we obey, everything will stay the same. Don't be like Payday, lost upon the MAGA train, voting like a dope for those who cause a lot of pain. All partisan bitch for politics like you've got no shame. Let me explain, all your politicians are just so dubious. Apex hand up the president's booty to the wrist, truly fixed like you're playing slots in Vegas sleaze. Don't be too much later till they asking for your papers, please. Hate to see chicanery and people that ain't angry. When I see them waving flags, it seems so fucking strange to me. The flames in me burning higher as the fire grows. I'd probably lose my fucking mind if I didn't have a smoke. Last to go, first to know. Few will ever grasp it though. I'm looking at my peers and what I see's a bad joke. Provoked to joke upon the stair there with a little mask. If they said it cured COVID, some would put their lips to ass. I wish they asked as many questions as they still dismiss. Unless their social code agrees, they will never be convinced that fresh air and proper nutrition fight the root of disease alongside exercise. Yeah right, they want that vaccine. Seems things will get worse as long as they control us. This lockdown makes me laugh when I remember Ebola. Holy fucking shit, 6 years makes a difference. Like 6 feet of distance, a prison populace condition. To think the next demand made will finally make them safe. The so-called experts won't lie right to their face. It ain't China, Russia, or Iran running around and bombing shit. It's the very people that left you with a handful of promises. Teaching people isn't really my forte. Honestly, I never wanted to be in your way. Just living in relative peace, man, night and day. But I guess that was never good enough. A shame that we will never be friends, and that's where it ends. At least it would if I didn't know your intent. Tired of dead ideologies, that's the poison so many. Politics is religion and fiction, killing plenty. Who needs a normie? Go ahead and ignore me. I always found hippie fucks so very boring. You ain't gonna stop me by calling me Nazi, because you got bodied, so get on my hobby. Kill Illuminati, stop acting so salty. Can win a debate, and so you try to assault me. No faulty conception of the shit that you stepped in. It ain't gonna change with your threats or your weapons. Pass what laws you can, but it won't change the truth. Cause you cowardly savages were chosen by who? The God of the Christians, the Muslims, the Jews, created by you? Fuck out of here, dude. Never buy what you're selling and telling me to. Believe in a lie, the sun becoming of you. I see him stoking the flames with incitement to violence. The ignorant dupes getting used by the tyrants. From Alex Jones to Roger Stone, from Netanyahu to Trump. You really want Ezra Levant leading your dunce? It's controlled opposition, both sides of the prison. They use the threat of each other to ensure that you listen. Cue twits explaining away Trump's mass-backed vaccines. It's like watching Joe Biden speak weak, pathetic and mean. The comedy of history is that it's really a tragedy. Never let these motherfuckers break you down with depravity. Actually, the power to change it all is within you. Remember your ancestors, dude, and all that they went through. We have conquered continents, we can conquer our conscience. Honesty, honestly, honor is the conquering of such bondage as emotionally manipulative informational warfare. Psyops got us all fighting phantoms for their amusement, enrichment, or just cause they're vicious. And love watching America tear ourselves apart like dipshits. With bitch tits, it's sick shit, so stupid and listless. You let them cancel Easter, bet your ass they'll cancel Christmas. It's more than just religion, they lie, so you comply. After all, if you don't listen to murderers, many more could die. I'm saying government and industry kill more than they save. They want your ass for taxes or lying in a grave. Wear the mask, waving your flag, yo, I bet that you vote. But I ain't playing them games, so I'm out like smoke. I'm saying government and industry kill more than they save. They want your ass for taxes or laying in a grave. Wear the mask, waving your flag, yo, I bet that you vote. But I ain't playing them games, so I'm out like smoke. Peace. Get your hands on my pocket. I'm tired of the nonsense. Government just views me as a source of some profits. I don't want it, doesn't mean you can spend it somewhere else. If you want to pay somebody's bills, do it yourself. I love charity, honestly, but not at the cost of autonomy. Never signed a social contract. This is goddamn robbery. An obvious mockery of the way it should be. Anarchy isn't chaos, but belief in what we can see. Please tell me how these bureaucrats and fat cats got fat. The state intervention works. Why is everything crap? How can a problem be solved with another fucking tax? Why does tax on my gas pay for troops in Iraq? I don't wanna pay Raytheon for another bomb. I don't wanna pay the bills of Joe Biden and Don. Never gonna trust the plan, man. Damn QAnon. What's next? War with China, Russia, maybe Iran? Run together by whatever clever endeavors can sever humanity's morality for nothing but the promise of better. You can't legislate equality, only morons think you can. The shit sounds just as fucked as just trust the plan. Man, if you wanna support the madness, go right ahead. But I ain't paying taxes. You heard what I said. IRS is a tool of elitist control over those with means, squabbling over pennies amidst a multi-trillion-dollar scheme, dreaming of a world where we are all just free to live our lives without control, freaks who won't leave us be. Me, I'm just another soul trying to regain control of my own autonomy. Honestly, I'm feeling real low. I know I'm not the hottest topic or some new age prophet, but let these words ring forever. Get your hands on my pocket. I know I'm not the hottest topic or some new age prophet, but let these words ring forever. Get your hands on my pocket. Get your hands on my pocket. Get your hands in my pocket. I know I'm not the hottest topic or some new age prophet, but let these words ring forever. Get your hands in my pocket.
We must pay homage to him.
When it comes to the meat suit, yo, I'm just another pilot, defying tyrants and unafraid of your mind virus. I find silence refreshing until its use as a weapon to crush dissent as intended. Sycophants will defend it, dead into the danger, like a frog in the pot. To the believe compliance will honestly make it stop. God, it's so naive, but it's the way it's always been. The naked truth concludes with you and very few friends. When most have written you off as some conspiracy theorist, you are still not crazy, no matter who needs to hear this. Wish the gaslighting wasn't so goddamn effective. I wish I could say this new normal wasn't expected, but enough of that, man, it's damn, I'm talking about conscience. What lies behind the eyes and even further beyond it. We all know that our thoughts are more than electrical impulse. The transcendence of consciousness is actually simple. Our lives ripple through time, far beyond when we die. We've all been here before, most can feel it inside. I've heard it said the human mind ages like wine. I wish that people didn't buy the generational divide between the wisdom of age and fresh perspective of youth. We become too easy to predict, too easy to dupe. Truly we've heard a million times to never follow immoral orders, but oh how quickly that's forgotten when some problem comes forward. Be it swords and shields, guns and bombs, the people never change. That's why you focus upon yourself before you break them chains. Same destination, face it, only the journey is different. Conditions don't define you as much as your decisions. Living isn't meant to be managed by someone on your behalf, but alas, the trap has us on the edge of collapse. Remember your identity as the spiritual pilot. You are not the meat suit, you are what is inside it. Peace. Life is like a garden, plant a seed, watch it grow. You never know how your story is going to unfold, though most won't slow down enough to flow or embrace the graceful pace of your old friend's smoke. So life provides dirt worth whatever it yields, and the sweat of your brow is how you know what is real. People say so many things that change with the season, but what you build together is a thing to believe in. You can follow your dreams, but don't keep sleeping. Live for more than a few hours every single weekend. Try seeing something better, what you do to survive. Always keep your goals alive, set more all the time. Life never seems to give you any any break you don't make. You don't fake it till you make it, you just make it seem like fake. Place some faith in yourself, you know what you can accomplish. We've all wasted so much time already being despondent. Life is a garden, it feeds only those who till. Every opportunity's a seed, a new chance to build the world you wanna see. Not the one you've been sold. Stop thinking disempowered, you are the source of control. That's why the system's doing anything to keep you distracted. Addictions lose whatever could possibly keep you from acting. You don't need a sacred savior or a mass faction. Just tend your own garden first and see what happens. Life is like a garden, everything eventually ends. Winter comes for us all, how was your life spent? You were once a little seed that bloomed into life. Now it's all time in the sun while the moment is right. My metaphor probably seems weird the most. I swear nowadays, people living like ghosts haunt the same old place, reliving the same old shit. Like dwelling on the past can change the future one bit. Quit saying I can't, life was given to you as a way to experience will manifest through dedication to a craft, to a person, to yourself. Sometimes it's nice to leave seeds to somebody else. Well, now it's wrapping up, dude, time for the harvest. Just because you work the hardest don't mean you went the farthest. Farming on catharsis margins, life is some fucking bargain. Don't be a busybody bitch, mind your own damn garden. Life is a garden, it feeds only those who till. Every opportunity's a seed, a new chance to build the world you wanna see. Not the one you've been sold. Stop thinking disempowered, you are the source of control. That's why the system's doing anything to keep you distracted. Addictions lose whatever could possibly keep you from acting. You don't need a sacred savior or a mass faction. Just tend your own garden first and see what happens. Life is a garden, it feeds only those who till. Every opportunity's a seed, a new chance to build the world you wanna see, not the one you've been sold. Stop thinking disempowered, man, you are the source of control. That's why the system's doing anything it can to keep you distracted. More addictions, the news, whatever could possibly keep you from acting. You don't need no sacred savior, you don't need mass factions. Just tend your own garden first, dude, and then you'll see what happens. Peace. I said a vote ain't your voice, it's the illusion of choice. I said a vote ain't your voice, it's the illusion of choice. I said a vote ain't your voice, it's the illusion of choice. Ayo, a vote ain't your choice, it's the illusion of voice. What difference does it make if you choose not to vote? Not like all of us like the same old dog and pony show. Growing never worse with the illusion of choice. That ballot you got is the illusion of voice, destroyed by a million votes for the status quo. Almost like that's why democracy is dumber than most. Suppose everyone just let the preconceptions go and stop choosing the lesser evil to give them control. Most are hopeless, fuck the POTUS and them SCOTUS totus. I see Israel getting stronger, just hoping we don't notice. Focus, all that hocus pocus is to get your consent to put your trust in something corrupt as the fucking government, or them science-backing tyrants trying to make you compliant by silencing opposition to they Mickey Mouse virus line. Comes natural to them political hacks. Stop voting for a man, give them the little relax.
What's one to do when everywhere you look see lies, no truth? Let's ride, we the power, ain't a money shower that we will rain on you.
I said a vote ain't your voice, it's the illusion of choice. I said a vote ain't your voice, it's the illusion of choice. I said a vote ain't your voice, it's the illusion of choice. Ayo, a vote ain't your choice, it's the illusion of voice.
I didn't know you could swing the vote with the hanging Chad. Didn't know you couldn't get COVID if you chilled in Chaz. Protesters celebrating the streets, holding hands. Doesn't look like 6 feet to me, but I've always been bad at math. They want us to vote, acting like they can even keep count. Get it twisted, then can't see what we all been mad about. Wanna be optimistic, but I'll always have my doubts. Sell us tears and fears, and we just shout and let it all out. That's not what I'm about, man, I'm all for taking action. Can't let them try to divide us into factions. Are you making 6 figures with a home in the Hamptons? Then let's band together, make that kind of life happen. But first we all gotta get up over ourselves. Stop worshiping the material and find something else. Work towards a common goal, get rid of these corrupt cartels. Make them pay for the way they treat us every day or see them in hell.
What's one to do when everywhere you look see lies, no truth? Let's ride, we the power, ain't a money shower that we will rain on you.
I said a vote ain't your voice, it's the illusion of choice. I said a vote ain't your voice, it's the illusion said a vote ain't your voice, it's the illusion of choice. Ayo, a vote ain't your choice, it's the illusion of voice.
I never voted, won't give my consent. Be rolled over by malicious intent. Circumvent the doctrine, unite the people. Now we soaring like an eagle, erasing the ego. You roll the dice every time you vote, left or right. Inject truth to brain, each incision precise. Spring light, we shine like a beacon. Lead by example, change with the season. The presidents are puppets on the world stage. Your vote hasn't counted since the world trade. Fuck that shit to get elected, then they renege. How can you go your whole life and not see this? The blinds open, make you see the forest through the trees. Stop coasting, now's the time to get in motion. Fluoride got them frozen, paradigm idiocracy. Start a world empire, but they call it democracy. This must be a joke. I'm coming for the throat. This must be a joke. I'm coming for the throat. Yeah. What's one to do when everywhere you look see lies, no truth? Let's ride, we the power. Ain't a money shower that we will rain on you.
Another shortcoming of traditional Western science is its inability to explain the existence of forms in nature. No matter how we magnify or manipulate the material world, no mechanical model explains the emergence of the variety of unique and semi-unique forms in nature. Every type of rock, plant, animal, organism, bacteria, all aggregate themselves into distinct and definite types with traits and characteristics semi-unique to their form and completely unique to them individually. For example, each oak tree has many semi-unique features that characterize it clearly as an oak and not a pine, like the shape of its leaves, being non-coniferous, etc. These features are semi-unique as all oak trees share them. However, on another level, no two oak trees are exactly alike either. Exact size, shape, dimensions, growth patterns, ring patterns, etc. are completely unique to each tree. So what is the mechanism in nature which constantly creates these unique and semi-unique forms? Newton's model, nor the 300-plus subsequent years of material science since, have been able to explain this. British biologist Rupert Sheldrake's concept of morphogenic resonance, however, seems to be our best current theory. Stanislav Grof wrote, British biologist Rupert Sheldrake has offered an incisive critique of traditional science. He pointed out that in its single-minded pursuit of energetic causation, Western science neglected the problem of form in nature. He pointed out that our study of substance alone cannot explain why there is order, pattern, and meaning in nature any more than the examination of the building materials in a cathedral, castle, or tenement house can explain the particular forms those architectural structures have taken. No matter how sophisticated our study of the materials, we will not be able to explain the creative forces that guided the designs of these structures. Sheldrake suggests that forms in nature are governed by what he calls morphogenic fields, which cannot be detected or measured by contemporary science. This would mean that all scientific efforts of the past have totally neglected a dimension that is absolutely critical for understanding the nature of reality. As an example, Sheldrake asks us to consider the complexity of the human body. For instance, take notice of your arms, how they twist, bend, and rotate. Notice how your fingers separate and clasp with opposable thumbs, giving your upper limbs unique function and purpose. Now take notice of your legs, how they are designed, how they bend and move. Notice your feet and toes, and how your lower limbs perfectly serve their unique function and purpose. Arms and legs look different, have different functions and locations, but the DNA, chemicals, nerves, cells, and molecules composing them are exactly the same. So how did they become different, and why?
Ain't no bailout funny money less you take that vaccine, buddy. Lost your job and looking bummy. Hindsight is 2020. Stunning quickness that they got you asked to cancel Christmas. Most will give kids to an authoritarian's wish list. No limerick so vicious is what you will live with. If it's a difference, you sitting for our current conditions. A sickened system getting dipshits to kneel to the wicked. Living fitting with the minions and the collective opinions. Wishing for something different isn't how you change it. Patience is admirable, but we need action, face it. Laying in your house will only work until they take it. Playing the human doormat ain't the same as patience. Waiting for a new normal, however they define it. As the government says, you consent with your silence. Firing lines ain't far away and I will not back down. Doesn't matter if the population ever comes around. I have found my passion and resistance to the tyrants. Call me the curmudgeon that fucking lives for defiance. The Iron Dome paid for with all the spoils of war, while the demagogue mob just cheers for more. Store your food, store some bullets, live your life to the fullest, but don't expect respect from your peers of the pulpit. You will be attacked for honesty, they already do it. I've been called more than prudish for stating gender ain't fluid. Who's surprised I'm called racist for criticizing a nation? The top of the pyramid, it ain't just for the masons, placed in positions of power to devour opposition. That's why Antifa marches for the same fucking system, giving billions by millions that fucking fell for the shilling. Instilled with fear, clearly grasping at the straws for a villain. It's like every day the media's narrative retards. Never forget the stupid bitch who said COVID is smart, giving billions by millions that fucking fell for the shilling. Instilled with fear, clearly grasping at the straws for a villain. It's like every day the media's narrative retards. Never forget the stupid bitch who said COVID is smart. Peace. I am cool, I am clean, call me preservative free. I will die before I put that fucking needle in me. Things need not get violent, but it seems like you want it. Leave me nothing left to lose and I will go fucking atomic. You brought it upon yourself when you took orders from another to violate my rights. Like a fascist motherfucker, dumber than most. If you think that I respect the letters by your name or that badge on your chest, you were just another human. You are not superior, and I will never bow to you, for I am not your inferior. Clear to the viewer, you were just another fucking thug, just doing your job like the rest of the slugs. For once in your life, you could stand the fuck up, but you enforced a lockdown despite the fact that it's killing us. It's villains, but y'all are really nothing but underlings, wondering not once of how you create the suffering. Tumbling down the rabbit hole of technobabble fascists that come right out of comic book. Dumb as you can imagine, power hungry geeks who think they could cheat death, or at least portray that to the public for a price instead. Led to think technology is capable of anything that you're told by the news, and I do mean anything. I'm in a repeat DARPA projects as though they are fact. Your body is never free if your mind is still trapped by stats and graphs, cherry picked to inflict on purpose the maximum maximum damage to your critical discernment. Worth it since now they have most people senseless, like lambs to the slaughter, naive and defenseless, while Tencent and other Chinese firms spy on their clients, and Xi Jinping is elbow deep inside Joe Biden. I am so fucking tired of partisans. I wanna see humans that recognize the enemy and can see what they are doing. Who in their right mind thinks Biden won the election? Straight up Trump is a cunt, but he got rocked there, I said it. Though it's quite like all another part of the plan, not from QAnon but those that want war with Iran. Can you see the culture divide incited by others that wish to get us all to pit? Brother versus brother, what is left but thunder and the sound of those who suffer on the orders of another. Deja vu, I seen this blunder under fear of inconvenience. People deceiving themselves that they can relinquish their freedom on behalf of someone else, selling liberty for a paycheck and approval from your peers. It wasn't even pain or death you motherfuckers feared. Weird world that we live in, man. I wish it was better, but it will only ever change when we are honestly fed up. Get up, go outside, and spread the truth like a mission, because the hour is late and tyranny has arisen. Peace. They say pride goes before a fall, but we've already fallen. This brave new world shows not a single sign of stalling or stopping. There will always be another problem that justifies your chains once you already got them. Have some pride in yourself, maybe pride in your family, even pride in your accomplishments, rather than actually debasing your power with the words I can't. You've got the power in your hands, visualize an attack. Don't trap yourself within the other people's expectations. Visualize what you want, then either make it or take it. Patience is a virtue, but then so is decisiveness. A willingness to turn your irises to where the tyrant is. Defiance lives to spit in the face of the bullies. Who cares if you win? You will not live sullied, fully aware and awakened, unafraid of the judgment of a million gaslight victims, just repeating instructions from another politician or some government expert, getting free vaccines and then wonder why they chest hurt. Less work for those who put the Godstones in Georgia, that want us all dead, lobotomized and tortured. Borders reordered to forward another fascist agenda. Divided states of America since the 11th of September. Remember, we can change this all with just our projection. That action, in fact, it's pure mental intention. Once we stood as men and women, unbound and afraid. Only fear made that change with invisible chains. Plainly spoken, open up your soul and take back control. We are the Godhead forever, even broken and old. Dead in a hole, a newborn, every memory grows. Deja vu happens to you cause life is stranger than you know. So smoke another bowl so you can see through the lie. I'm telling you, there's a fine line between arrogance and pride. Peace. Like your mama used to say, bro, sticks and stones might break your bones, but the same ain't true of words thrown. Lo and behold, your temper is yours to control, and those who don't just grow bitter and cold. Can feel wind in the air, creeping into my bones. I am far too young to feel so fucking old. Between the late 90s, being a simple little kid, and the longest year in history. What a life to live. Lost damn near everybody when my grandmother died. Watched her family fall to pieces before my eyes. Wondering why my parents fight while playing video games. Now wondering where the time went and why people changed. Used to have so many friends that nearly all wrote me off as a stupid, crazy lunatic, a lost fucking cause. Feeling is mutual. Most of y'all are in a cult of one kind or another, whichever direction you pulled. Full stop supporting anything without reservation. Communists on one side, Zionists on the other. Doesn't matter who you choose to live and die under. Don't buy into the lies or the political hype. No politician or religion will free the tribalized mind. Blind to Alexa recording every conversation. Because to give a damn takes effort and patience. Every little convenience is another link in your chain. They don't even need restraints, most have been so trained. Got a mask on their faces and they screaming about racists. But the solution to our problems is quite basic. See, he who screams the loudest always listens the least. And when's the last time you saw a motherfucker read 3 bars left? So many more yet to come. Y'all expecting Daedalus to touch the damn sun. Space is modern day mythology for the chronically dumb. Peace. Where am I? And why am I alive? Is this all a giant test? Just a way to pass the time, lines in the sky. From those who wanna play God, as though the keys to the kingdom were a thing to be bought. Dropping my guard, I've asked, where is my creator? Better now than later. Do we even need a savior? Or is it all learned helplessness that others help create? That we internalize the worthless lies codependence makes, giving us subconscious minds with convenient addictions that distract us from every single falsehood we're given. I wonder, am I really Seth, or is that just my given name? If I'm ethereal spirit, why would I incarnate into a physical form bound by the ravages of time? What's the point of life? Is it to rise up and fight? I wish I knew the answer so I could share it with you, but I'm just another simple man asking them questions too. Truth is more important than being loved by the crowd. Didn't wear a mask then, and I won't wear one now. How many more people suffer from their delusions? Fear-based, authoritative, yet baseless illusions. Through the steady rise of globalism, communist claptrap, I wonder how I can resist a system run by the fat cats that ran back to the one thing most people believe. And now so many clamoring, enamored with vaccines. Bill Gates stated plainly, vaccines reduce population. They don't need to mandate them if you're dumb enough to take them. God, why are you leaving me to deal with this hell? Should I fight on alone, or should I seek another's help? They say there's global motion that has never been felt. The very physics of water speak for themselves. I know inside heliocentrism is a lie, but since I'm not living in that matrix, honestly, where am I? Since I ain't living in that matrix, honestly, where am I? Where am I? say holding on to a memory is like holding smoke, but I'ma still be here, even when you're old and slow. We are closer than close, like a hand in a glove. See, my seconds are precious, but I'll give you every one from the core of my being. Thank you for existing, for listening, and simply being you. It's this thing that I appreciate most. In a world with many phonies, it was getting lonely. So I loved when you showed me that there was a commonality, a passion that we shared. And come what may tomorrow, we will never be scared. Where would we be apart? Somewhere much less lovely. Our shared journey has truly given me something to look forward to every day that I awaken, so we can grow into the better people that we are making. Don't you ever forget that there is no one above you. And in case no one told you yet today, I love you. We can't undo all the mistakes of the past, but we can smile in the sun, run our toes in the grass, laughing and having a great time, divine in the moment. We call each other to higher standards and focus upon what we can achieve with a limited budget. But what is money to love but a distraction for dumb shits? It's great to learn from you, never feel like you're stupid. We have all come from somewhere and we have all been through this, but enough dealing with the world. What about us? With a foundation of honesty, loyalty, and trust, we have friends forever, even after we're dust. Smoked it down to the roach and load that motherfucker up. What could I possibly fear? For I am never alone. So fuck a COVID hoax to keep us stuck in a home. Token weed every day till we collectively float, so we'll still be smoking, even old and slow. Peace. I grow older, time goes faster, I'm just looking for answers that I know I'll never find in the words of those who planned it. But from the start of it all, I wanna thank my dad for giving me the chances that so many didn't have. Life ain't bad, it's been a struggle in and out of trouble. No matter how we stumble, we're still here and I love you. Life's not a hustle, try to die wiser than you arrived. And that's a message to everyone, not just you and I. Selfish moments, I wanna turn back time to see every face that's still alive in my mind. But I've had so few opportunities to really say goodbye. That's an old expression tried, life's a bitch and then you die. High by myself, watching it rain outside. Look at the rate of suicide, find time to be alive. Bills piled high, why the stimulus was a lie. Time drags on, so many people out of work. Double vision getting worse, yo, it feels like we're cursed. I swear the fucking government will see us eat dirt. Earth isn't dying, but the solution is killing us. I've cried at the program, fear that they've instilled in us. Will they trust self-professed experts till they wither away as housebound rules that want nothing ever to change? Blaming other motherfuckers that have yet to be paid, and whose taxes like theirs go to those that made it this way. At selfish moments I wanna turn back time, but I'd rather see our people find the will to survive. Selfish moments I wanna turn back time, but I'd rather see our people find the will to survive. Peace. so tired of motherfuckers always stoking the flames. I don't wanna watch it burn, so I'm calling the rain. The pain most struggle with is all in their brain. No oppression, no guilt, just invisible chains that if they let go would all just fade away. Disconnect from media for a couple quiet days. See the change, you won't be invested in bullshit. No sibes, no politics, no fucking lies from the pulpit. In the fullness of time, you will reclaim your mind. The savior you've been searching for slumbers inside. I try to get better and perfect my rhymes. Free your mind before I die and have to try another time. Wine in my glass and a blunt twixt my lips. How you gonna survive when the market crash hits? Universal basic income got the dumb fucks convinced that we can eradicate poverty by just eating the rich. Tripping hard if you believe life was meant to be fair. Poverty's the only thing of which you'll get an even share. Scared of being held responsible for shitty decisions, so you want the debt that you accrued to be simply forgiven. Because the entitlement mentality has broken your will, and you want people like me to pay your stupid fucking bills. You want socialized medicine, but don't know why it's expensive. Don't know why it sucks, no matter what the intention. Then the Q-Tards actually defending the Federal Reserve, and Israel's orange puppet making everything worse. Remember, only 2 weeks to flatten the curve. It only ends when we say it ends, mark my words. So many politicians, so many skeletons in the closet, and yet this one is different. Guess you bought the sloppy optics. Proud boys getting used by you-know-who till they're finished. Joe Biggs is a sellout, and fuck Gavin McInnes. Peace. From the mental twixt my temple, allow me to present you with a little bit of wisdom. Political systems ain't essential, got you fighting over votes, screaming about cheating. But it's selection, not election, don't be deceived in. The culture war designed to have us all invested in the illusion of choice, so we keep pretending that voting can save us when it's them who count the votes. Which color jackboot do you want at your throats? So fucking obsessed with where the orange man goes. Meanwhile, every second of lockdown poverty grows. Imagine being homeless in this fucking bitch when it snows. Remember, wealth is measured in more than just notes. Currency is devalued until we're Soviet Russia. Either stand up now or be one sad motherfucker with not a single cent to pay up when the rent's due. Don't expect some politician to stand up and defend you. Remember, they still filming no matter what they present you. And I swear the dudes on the news are not fucking essential. They intend to get paid while we are wasting away. A promised cure and a check got you to fucking trade one of the only things of value you had left anyway. Now the children watching you submit, thinking it's normal to whatever new demands other people conform to. The mind virus of tyrants, obedience and compliance. Integrity is contagious, so are love and defiance. Silence seals your fate, so speak up while you can. Band together and fight this slave class master plan. We have gotta take our fate into our own fucking hands. QAnon was a sire, proclaim your brain, goddamn. Maybe next you will make a mockery of all that you've been through. Think about what they did, not what they meant to. Honesty with yourself is above all quintessential. It's quintessential. Maybe next year we'll make a mockery of what you've been through. Think about what they did, not yourself is above all. Quintessential. It's quintessential. Peace. Still remember what the world was like before everyone collectively lost their damn mind, trying to talk to others while the fists and bullets fly. Never thought this whole country would commit suicide. Riots and virus, sounds contrived upon the vilest lie, while the dumb motherfuckers lionize, docked aside like a spell of fear appears to have covered your face, because the TV heads honestly wanna be afraid. I explained that there's no need for fear or hate, but the dumb fucking cunts love a god-awful rage, burning down a house that they could never create, then have the balls to say that they don't feel safe. Stay home, stay alone, remain a good little slave, while literal communists destroy your grandfather's grave. Hey, wouldn't wanna have pride in your nation, a pride in your ancestors, your race or occupation. You can be proud to suck a dick or proud to cut it off. You can be proud of being ignorant of everything lost. This ain't Black Lives Matter, cause bruh, that lie shattered the second David Bourne got his chest plate scattered. This is scum coming out the woodwork ready to kill. They don't give a single fuck, Chuck, they only want the bill. Still Democrats using these losers to fundraise, still expect a stimulus check to finally be here one day. Same stupid fucking shit that don't ever seem to change, like spending trillions on a fake taste of space. Strange we're going bankrupt and yet there's money for NASA. The CGI and CD lies told by Masonic actors got no money for grammar, so she's put out to pasture. But never forget they got that money for NASA. See, everyone selling for paper like a cheap whore. It's legit why we've gone from discourse to this war. 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 How much more can you motherfuckers ignore? Rise up. Peace. They got us killing ourselves, be it metaphor or literal, depriving brains of oxygen from cortex to occipital. But of course I would never want you to be violent, just because the vaccine destroyed all of your myelin. Pedophile in charge of the country at large, soon you won't be able to work without a vaccine card. Hard lines become blurred by a cult of the absurd, deferring to an expert that's just some fucking a nerd with further confirmation bias reinforcement. I wish they cared this much about the Chinese government harvesting organs of Muslims of Xinjiang, but they won't do a damn thing. Just see me without a mask, then they cry and complain. Strange, COVID-19 became COVID-20 in an instant. Just wait for COVID-21, it's fucking ridiculous. A civil liberties and constitution of Swiss cheese, but dumb motherfuckers stay at a distance of 6 feet. A mask upon every face as far as I can see. They need not burn a book that you choose not to read. Lady Liberty looked me in the eyes and cried these 3 things. As her tears fell in streams, she screamed, I can't breathe. Mask upon every face as far as I can see. They need not burn a book that you choose not to read. Lady Liberty looked me in the eyes and cried these 3 things. As her tears fell in streams, she screamed, I can't breathe. I gotta wonder how many times they will buy another virus. If environmental theory's right, they might always buy it. Hiding truth in plain sight, hope they never find it. It's honestly amazing how many are so self-blinded. Ego tied into the system, obsessed with depopulation. So many bloodlines die by chemical castration. Others quite literally choose self-inflicted elimination. I'm certainly imperfect, but I will never do what they did. Patience ain't my strength, but I am trying to make it. When it comes to psyops, the general public is naked. Laying waiting station, waiting for somebody to save them. But the savior was Satan, now the patient is paying. Staying locked down doesn't have to be a fake. Research a brown lung and take the mask off your face. I guess we'll see how much our people desire to be free. But I refuse to be one of those that lives on my knees. A mask upon every face as far as I can see. They need not burn a book that you choose not to read. Lady Liberty looked me in the eyes and cried these 3 things. As her tears fell in streams, she screamed, I can't breathe. A mask upon every face as far as I can see. They need not burn the book that you choose not to read. Lady Liberty looked me in the eyes and cried these 3 things. As her tears fell in streams, she screamed, I can't breathe. A mask upon every face as far as I can see. They need not burn a book that you choose not to read. Lady Liberty looked me in the eyes and cried these 3 things. As her tears fell in streams, she screamed, I can't breathe.